Hey everybody, it's Greeno. I'm going to shoot another video. I'm going to try and do the L's. So I just thought I'd show them on the shelf real quick before we start. The metal L starts here. There's not a lot this time, so I think we can do it all in one video. A little bit of everything in here. So, alright, let's get started. Hey VC, it's Greeno, back again. I want to do another video for the metal and hard rock 80s stuff. Be doing the L's, and I think we'll fit it all into one video. I have to do a little cut in the middle or something here. But, alright, go ahead and get started. First, Ludachrist, Immaculate Deception. These guys are kind of like a hardcore crossover kind of thing. It's on Combat Core, 1986. Next, Loudness, Soldiers of Fortune. And I'm a big Japanese metal fan. So, this had Mike Becerra on vocals. He's an American. I think this is the only album he did with them. It's Loudness, Hurricane Eyes. Pretty good album. Loudness, I guess, was kind of the big Japanese metal band that I guess did kind of the most in the 80s, remembered the most. Loudness. This is like a Shadows of War. I'm trying to remember. It's from '86. This is Japanese import, as the OBI and everything. I don't think that was officially released in the US back then. Loudness, Lightning Strikes. It's a very cool album. Has Let It Go on it. It's one of their bigger songs. They were actually at M3 Fest this year, which I didn't get to go, but do have video of the show. The whole festival was broadcast on HDNet or something, and I tracked down the Loudness part, and man, they were pretty good. Still sounding good. Actually, they were the very first metal band I ever got to see live in '84, I believe, '83. Well, it might have been '85, because it was for the Thunder in the East tour. They were opening for Motley Crue. And of course, this was probably their biggest American release. But they were pretty good live. Loudness Live in Tokyo. This is a double live album. And one's like the back cover on this. Show the gatefold real quick. This pressing is from Holland. This is made in Holland. But I also do have a Japanese pressing. I don't think These earlier albums I don't believe were ever released in the U.S. officially. Law of Devil's Land. Disillusion. So I was a big fan of Loudness. Always liked Kira's guitar playing. Devil Soldier. That's pretty much it for Loudness. I have a couple more I need to feed into the collection here. Next, London Choir Boys, a bit of What You Fancy. So just kind of, you know, I don't know, they had that in that Hanoi Rocks vein, kind of 1990. Man, it's been forever since I've heard this. It's kind of cool going back through doing these videos. I've been pulling stuff out to listen to. I haven't listened to for years. London, Don't Cry Wolf. London was the band everybody and his brother was in LA as they were coming up in the early 80s, like Blackie Lawless was in here at one point, and a ton of others. These guys were in what's the movie? Decline of Western Civilization. I can think of it. Part 2. This is Non-Stop Rock. And actually, you can see here Freddie Curry, which helped me out. Was it Cinderella? I think he ended up being the drummer in. I'll have to look that up, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Cinderella. And next, a band I think should have been bigger was Lizzie Borden, Visual Lives. These guys were great. Just, kind of like an Alice Cooper thing. I guess the band was Lizzie Borden, who ended up, you know, the singer ended up being Lizzie Borden, same way with Cooper. But so these guys were great, and I think their image kind of got in their way a little bit. Terrorizing. These are on Metal Blade. One of my favorite live albums, Murderous Metal Roadshow. And these guys were just a Cooper kind of thing, you know, just full on crazy stuff going on stage. This is a great album, great concert. And that actually came out on VHS back in the day, but a while back Metal Blade reissued it on DVD. I'm not sure if this is still in print or not, but if you like Lizzie Borden, this is definitely worth checking out. Just kind of think Alice Cooper with a smaller budget. Lizzie Borden, Menace to Society. Great cover. Love You to Pieces. And Give 'Em the Axe. It's a 4-song EP. Actually, it was a new Lizzie Borden that came out 2 or 3 years ago. I have it on CD, and I can't think of the title now. It was really good. They put out an album before, the album that came out before that one was so-so. But that last one was really good, kind of back to, you know, the way they were. Alright, next, Licks, Loose on You. This one, Blast Furnace, 1988. It's kind of like a little indie release. Next, Little America. Just kind of, you know, the AORE, hard rock kind of thing. Not a bad band. Next, Lion's Pride, Breaking Out. I kind of remember this not being all that fantastic. It's on Mausoleum. Have to give it another listen. Next, The Lions Breed, Damn the Night. This is a really good album. A fly in here. Next, Lion, Trouble in Angel City. This band, very cool band. I'll show you the next album, kind of easier to see. Dangerous Attraction. Guitar player in this band, if anybody's a fan of newer Whitesnake, and he did some stuff with Dio, is Doug Aldrich. I think this is kind of where he started, right here. This, both albums are very cool. Next, some hair metal, Lillian Axe, Love and War. Cool band. I think they were on MCA, 1989. And the self-titled Lillian Axe. Also on MCA. Just 80s hair metal. Next, Liege Lord, Master Control. It's on Metal Blade. Very cool band. Full on metal. And kind of a harder one to track down. One of their early releases, Freedom's Rise, Liege Lord. This is on Black Dragon out of France. And this album also had a different cover, which I pulled out of a bootleg CD of it. And this was the other cover. I came across the copy of this with that cover down in Myrtle Beach a couple years back. They wanted like almost $100 for it, so I kind of passed. Like I say, it's just a bootleg. Next, Le Mans, pretty cool band. And this is actually a Korean press, if I remember right. But it's pretty much the same as the standard press. Alright, next, Legs Diamond, Land of the Gun. Legs Diamond, Out on Bail. These albums, these later Legs Diamond, are alright, but not as good as the earlier stuff when they were just more kind of straight hard rock. Legs Diamond Firepower. And my two favorite ones are Diamond is a Hard Rock. I think this was their second album. It's like 78, 79, 77. Just good 70s hard rock. And the self-titled Legs Diamond. This was also 77. So I guess they put out, first two albums come out 77. Next, Lethal Weapon, Life Sentence to Love. I don't remember a lot about this. I think they were just geared towards the radio at the time. It's hard rock kind of stuff. I mean, they had a female singer. Next, very cool band, Leatherwolf, Street Ready. Island, 1989. Very cool band. Next, Leatherwolf. It's just self-titled. Next, also Leatherwolf. This was on Tropical Records from 1984. Kind of more of one of their early, indie releases, I guess. Smaller label. It's a really good album. A little harder to find. Next, Leather Angel, We Came to Kill. All-female metal band. It's like 83. Next, Leather, Shockwaves. This is Leather Leone, who was the singer for Chastain, female singer. I really liked her. This is a good album. Also, the Chastain albums with her are good. It's on Road Racer from 1989. And next, kind of a rare album, I guess, especially here in America. I was just listening to this. It's really good. It's a band called Lazy, and this band had Akira, the guitar player, and the drummer, remember his name, Higuchi, that went on to form Loudness after this album. So I think they had 3 albums, maybe. This is from 1980. After this album, they Lazy, I guess, kind of split, and the two guys went on to form Loudness. But this is great guitar stuff, and not quite as heavy as Loudness, of course, but it's very good. Next, Law and Order, Guilty of Innocence. This is a great album. These guys kind of had their own sound going on. I mean, they're heavy, but still got some rock in them. It's from '89 on MCA. Probably find the video on YouTube for We Don't See God. Never heard these guys. Maybe check them out. Very strange band, Last Crack, Burning Time. This is their second album. This is from 91. I think their first album came out in 89 or 90, which was Sinister Funkhouse 17. The guys were from Minnesota. Just kind of progressive, I guess. Just really great lyrics, just out there. Next, Lanzer, Use It or Lose It. I remember this not being the greatest album. It's from 1987. Cool cover though. Definitely a great album. LA Guns, the first release. Great songs. Sex Action, No Mercy, Shoot for Thrills. Not the greatest production on this album, but just a good album. Laws Rocket, Annihilation Principle. Great cover. Just thrash. Great band. Laws Rocket, Know Your Enemy. These guys did have some videos on MTV. They never quite took off. Laws Rocket, No Stranger to Danger. And Laws Rocket, City's Gonna Burn. Killer band. And that's it for the L's. Probably the last one for a little while on the sections of hard rock and metal. So, say I'm off today, just hanging around, got the house to myself, so might even do another video of something else. I have no idea yet, but just kind of goofing around. So, and that sounded like thunder. It's like 95 degrees and sweltering hot out here today, and I think I just heard thunder. Alright, hope everybody's having a good one, and thanks for watching.